INPX, stock ticker INPX Inpixion Incorporated, up 30% today from its lows at 120. If you do the math, from 120 to the high of 144, this stock has gone up 30%. This is plenty of money. If you're trading with $10,000, this is a $3,000 in profit, which you'd easily be able to amass. That's 6,153,000 shares trading hands today, which is why it did make the top stock list for Investors Observer. When did we call out INPX? That was at 89 cents. We called out INPX at the bottom. And there's a live trading video on this channel of me buying shares of INPX at $1. If you guys haven't checked that out, I'll make sure to leave a link right here so you can check it out. We want to look at INPX for the future because I've been getting a lot of requests on YouTube to analyze this as one of the most successful stock traders, as a trader who has called out numerous short squeezes in just this past week alone. Most recently, I called out AMC stock, right? I showed you the AMC stock video loading AMC earnings manipulation. You can take a look at that as well, where it called out AMC at about $5. AMC went to $8 today. So anyone who's following this channel does get notified of short squeezes at least a day in advance. So make sure you have your notification bell on and you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss a short squeeze before they happen. Plenty of people making money on the Discord. Cookie Monster, Pure Skill Ragnar, they're making money on Discord because this is where we make money. TMBR, the stock we called out yesterday, up 20% as well. Up 100% total. 4 out of 5 top stocks rallied. But that's besides the point. We're going to talk about INPX right now because that's the stock that you're probably trading, right? If you're watching this video, you're probably trading INPX or thinking of buying shares of INPX. I like this stock. I like it. The stock has traded 6 million shares. If it traded 6 million shares, then do you think that that momentum is going to continue or it's going to die off immediately? 6 million shares is quantitatively about 1.8 times more than the average volume that INPX Inpixion Incorporated usually trades within any given trading day. That kind of increase in volume means that INPX will have the momentum to continue in an upward trend so long as it doesn't pull back too much and break one of the support levels that it was previously at. The overall stock market itself is now moving in an upward fashion, or at least in a sideways fashion, depending on who you ask. But if you ask me, I'm going to say we're going to get a market reversal soon to the upside because the stock market is right now oversold and it's showing signs of a bullish uptrend, meaning although the stock market does not move entirely in one direction in one day, the market is right now starting to show a consolidation of higher highs and higher lows, which means that there's going to be a lot more stocks moving up in the near future if we see this trend continue. Okay, we have to wait a few more trading days to know for sure, and really we have to take the stock market day by day because any matter of economic news can affect the way that we as stock traders are able to make money in the stock market and the direction of the stock market in general. That's news, that's economic data. But we know that 6 million shares traded hands, okay, on Inpixion. That's one fact. And we also know that if a stock trades a large amount of shares, that makes the stock more likely to rally, especially when those shares are traded to the upside. Okay, so when you guys see a green candlestick, okay, a bullish candlestick, hey guys, really quick, we do have an epic live event, Sniper Day Trading Coaching, with me, your day trading coach, and you are going to get my top stock picks as well as how I'm going to trade them a day in advance. That's going to be this Wednesday, which is going to be the 29th, and you don't want to miss it. So I just want to notify you this again. I'm going to leave the link in the description, and you can also sign up in the Discord as well. Thank you guys, and see you there. If you look at the amount of shares traded and the relative volume, meaning the amount of shares usually traded in order to lead to that kind of increase is greater than normal, that is a good sign. So why is that a good sign? Because if the bullish candlestick has a large 1.8 times relative volume or greater on that candlestick, and that essentially means that institutional buyers, big banks, people who move the market because they have so much money to trade with, are buying that stock. So if we have big boys, the big banks, so those big fat guys who have so much money that basically it's like not even fat, it's just dollar bills inside of their jacket. Those guys, when they are buying a stock, it's not like when you or me buy a stock. So they don't just buy the stock and then the stock market goes up. No, they buy the stock and it moves the stock market up. It's almost like them when they're on a yacht, right? They move from one side of the boat to the other, and then the whole boat moves with it. So this INPX stock, when it has that amount of shares traded with 1.8 times relative volume, especially when looking on the daily chart, right? Because I like to trade macro to micro, meaning I like to look at the big picture in order to find and interpret the small picture. So the small picture Inpixion is, with that amount of shares traded, this upward momentum will continue at least for a period of time. Now, how long of a period of time can we expect? I'm thinking at least one more trading day, if not two. Okay, it's possible that we can get 2 to 3 more trading days of INPX going up, which means I would want to have all of my Inpixion shares sold after 2 to 3 days. And that goes for you as well. For when a stock is uptrending, it rarely uptrends for more than 3 days. And this is for smaller cap stocks, because stocks can be separated into categories. And I'm going to give you guys another stock trading lesson on the different types of stocks. So we tend to have the penny type stocks, we tend to have the mid type stocks, and then we tend to have the large cap, the woolly mammoth stocks like your Microsoft, like your Amazon. Okay, so these little stocks, these little INPX stocks, this stock is trading at about $1. Okay, this is considered a penny stock. So this penny stock, which is under $10, that's why I call it penny stock. It's under $10, and it's very volatile, right? It's going to move a lot more. It's going to help you make a lot more money if you trade it effectively. But you also have to be aware that it moves a lot more quickly than your average stock. So while Apple may move at most 2% to 5% in any given day, INPX will move 30%, and that's totally normal for INPX, but it will go to the upside or to the downside. It's kind of like using leverage when you trade. Now, INPX, if we can pick INPX at a good spot and then sell it at a higher level, you can make a lot of money on the stock, but that's risky. It's riskier. So you have to be able to buy the stock at a good price. So if a stock like INPX, we talked about the amount of time for a stock to rally. If you can buy INPX at a good time, then it can rally, but unlike Apple, which can go up for 100 days in a row, INPX will go up for maybe 3 days at the most. So it's already gone up for 1 day, meaning that we have about 1 to 2 more days where INPX can rally. And now let's go, for the last 3 minutes, let's go into the technical analysis of INPX. There's our Discord. So INPX, if we look at the 3-minute chart here, we can see that INPX was trading at about $1.10 for 2 days. And then finally, after a nice little gap up, then the stock started to trade at these higher levels, $1.44. Now, where would I buy INPX if I had to get back into INPX? Now, you already know that I bought INPX at only $1. So INPX buying it at $1 means that even if the stock just goes up to $1.10, I already make 10%. If I'm trading with $1,000, that's $100. If I'm trading with $10,000, that's $1,000 that I would have made just by that 10-cent increase. But given that I bought the stock at 80 cents and it went to $1.44, well, now we're literally talking about a 50% increase for anyone who's in the free Discord. Make sure that you join that if you're not in it already. The link will be in the description. $1.15 is where this stock kind of opened at, and then it rallied to all the way to $1.44. If you're looking to pick up this stock again, I would buy in around $1.30. That's really the level where I'd be comfortable buying this stock, as it's moved a lot already, and I wouldn't want to put myself at risk for this stock going all the way back down to $1.10, where the next level of support is. Therefore, I would buy in the stock around $1.30. I would sell it at $1.39 or $1.38, and I would sell it again at a profit target of $1.47. Now, there's a few levels of resistance which you should be aware of. And remember, this is not financial advice, guys. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. But you know that I've been right about 85% of the time. In fact, if you look at all of my YouTube videos, 95% of the stocks that I call out do go up. One of the worst failures that I've had is on HPCO, Hempaco stock, and I had zero control over that because bad news occurred right before the stock opened. And as you know, I cannot tell the future regardless of how amazing my eyes are. Now, if the stock goes up to 155 and 163, that's when I would want to close INPX. I don't expect this stock to double. I would expect this stock to actually start falling after it comes to around $1.55. Can it go up further? Absolutely. In fact, if the stock breaks 163, I could see it coming to 177 or 186, which would mean that the stock will go up about 50%. So these are my profit targets for INPX. One more time, buying it at around $1.30, selling at $1.39, $1.47, and $1.55. If it breaks $1.55, I would sell it at $1.77 and $1.86, because then we're going to get that parabolic increase. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Join the Discord if you like making money. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another short squeeze. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.
Are you still bag holding that meme stock? Waiting to break even? Have you lost too much money to sell? Stop trusting bad traders. You need Coach Coda, the essential stock trading coach. Pro members are already earning with Rocket Trader Pro right now. Imagine yourself about to place a trade after losing $2,000 on your first trade and $4,000 on the stock Teddy Zane swore would go to the moon. A little scary, right? Now imagine Coach showing you exactly where he is buying or selling a stock while reassuring you of your probabilities of success. He has been trusted by hundreds of new and experienced traders for over 10 years, but you watch his channel. You already know how devoted Coach is to your success. How much money will you lose without your coach? You know you need this. Join now and make the greatest trade of your life.
You know there are cheaper trading memberships out there. But this is your money we are talking about. What is the use of paying less if you don't get the result you want?